Hi, Psychic Medium Danielle Garcia here. It is October 5th, and I've got your energy forecast for the week. Wow, squeaky voice, huh? Okay then, lots and lots of vibes going on in my office today. Interesting week last week, right? How do we get through the full moon and the Schumann resonance spiking from like a 7 to a 10 to a 20 to a 50 to a boom 71. Lots of us were feeling the effects of that last week. Today, when I just checked the Schumann resonance, which happens to be like the heartbeat of the earth, I highly recommend you Google this. And just, if you're an empath and sensitive like me that is affected by these different changes, it's just something that I track. It's crazy, I know, and I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't felt it myself. And it's just, for me, it's a way of like another puzzle piece fitting in. If I know that the Schumann resonance is spiking and I've got a headache and I'm feeling lethargic, then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. Now I know I need to do some balancing. I know I need to do some grounding. I know I need to stay hydrated, which obviously are things I should just be doing anyways, right? But anyways, when I checked in this morning, it was an 8, super awesome. Not a lot of fluctuation, so easy peasy, knock on wood, at least for right now. Today, Monday, Pluto is going direct. Pluto brings a lot of different things to our awareness. It can definitely trigger those shadow parts of ourselves that we're not always willing to take a look at. And while Pluto has been in retrograde, it's kind of been poking that bear. Did you see it? Did you feel it? Did you sense it? How's that feeling? How's that feeling? How's that feeling? And for some of us that do work and that do I shouldn't say work, but that do internal work, work on ourselves, work on our spirituality, work on our emotional mental state. We can take that as an influence of, oh, I need to dive a little bit deeper. I need to look at this. I need to hold myself accountable. I need to realize that, yeah, I'm not perfect, and I can learn a lesson from these shadow aspects of myself and learn to do better, learn to shine brighter, learn to be that better person. Now, when we are poked, as they have said, when we're triggered, if we don't take that platform and look and see and sense and feel, okay, what can I learn from this? What's the gift in this situation? We can go into victim mode, right? And we can retreat. We can regress. We can start pointing that finger. Oh, well, if it hadn't been for this, and if this person hadn't done that, if my job hadn't sent me home, if my parents hadn't yelled at me, if I wasn't allowed to do this, then I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Well, how's that really work, right? You can only point that finger of blame so many times till it's got to turn around. Sometimes during a lifetime, we never have that understanding. Sometimes we're constantly looking outside of us and blaming and giving our power away, really. Because if you point that finger to your parents or your significant other or your job or your country or your leader or your God, if you're pointing that finger and saying, oh, that person, that entity, that location, that perception, that experience has so much power over me that it changed my entire life and made me weak and insensitive and, brought this shadow aspect of me on and made me act inappropriately or made me behave badly or made me be negative. Who are you giving your power away to, right? You have 100% of your power, 100% of your time. You can choose where you invest that. You can choose who you give that away to, or you can stay grounded and you can keep your 100% for yourself. Not in a selfish way, in a selfless way. You can 100% of the time be connected to Creator, be connected to Source. You can 100% of the time choose to bask in the glow of your greatness. Or not. You can point the finger at everybody and anybody and blame them for your mental state, your emotional state, your physical state, your spiritual state. But it doesn't get you very far. Another thing that Pluto has triggered a bit, when these bits of shadow and these bits of things that are not congruent with our light, let's just put it that way, when you're not choosing to either be victim or become healed or work on those issues, we can move into this stagnant space of depression. And it can just be, when I feel that energy within myself, it can be just thick and gooey and tarry, almost like I'm walking through quicksand or something. That energy, it's just, kind of like Groundhog Day. You just keep living that ick over and over and over and over again. So as we're moving out of Pluto retrograde, don't be surprised if you're triggered in a big way today in regards to shadow issues or things that, make us feel not so great and wonderful. If that happens, remember that you always have your team to call on, and it can be simply done with your intention. Something that works very, very well for me and that I set intentions with every day is connecting with my team. That's what I call them. There's guides, there's angels, there's light beings, there's loved ones on the other side that I work with. And I will simply sit down in a chair. Sometimes I lay down on the floor, lay down on my bed, the couch, whatever makes you happy. And I will do some breath work first, just to kind of, release any tension in my body. And then I will ask for them to gather around. Now, in my mind and with my intention, I imagine them in like a horseshoe formation around me. And then I ask for them to send as much high vibrational light as my body can process easy and gently. Now, the first time I did this, I didn't use those words easy and gently, and it was just boom, like a blast of energy, and I felt so good and so wonderful for about 2 or 3 hours, and then I crashed like I had like 6 cups of coffee earlier. So you want to make sure that you mention that my body can process easily and gently, because many of those energies that are on our teams have not inhabited a physical body before, so they just don't know. If you say blast me with energy, boom, they're going to bring it on. So I will do this. And as I am, receiving that energy, I will also set intention. Help me to see truth. Help me to see what I cannot see. Help me to know what I do not know. Help me to embrace truth. Help me to digest truth. Allow me what I need to see this day for my highest, best good. And when I'm doing that, I'm connecting with their energy. I'm doing it on a high vibrational frequency. So that intention is ingrained in me. It's a wonderful way to start the day. Then when I encounter different things like social media bullshit, drama, chaos, the crap that seems to be going on during the pandemic, it doesn't trigger me like it would have had I not set that intention. When I come across different things, whether it's parts of my shadow or whether it's other people showing me their shadow, when I'm coming at it from that intention of help me, allow me to see truth, show me what I cannot see, show me what I need to know for my highest, best good, I can come at things from a higher perspective. And that helps me stay out of that stagnancy, icky, gooey, depressive state, as well as it helps me to stay out of victimhood, because I am only as weak and vulnerable as I allow myself to be. It's not because somebody posted something on social media. It's not because somebody's being hateful. People can be how they want to be, right? It's a free will planet. But I get to choose how I react to all of that. I can just be completely Pono. I can be completely even keel, balanced. Oh, wow, you're spinning out in your drama today. Awesome. Good job. Or I can get pissed off and angry and incensed and just, I can't believe they're doing that. I can't believe they're doing that. Well, guess what happens to my 100% of my energy then? I'm no longer vibing at 100% for myself. Now I'm giving away anger, and I'm giving away rage, and I'm giving away overwhelm. So maybe now my 100% is down to 70. Maybe it's down to 60. Who knows? Think of where you're at. You've got 100% of your energy. Do you really want to devote it to anger and overwhelm and chaos and drama and upset? Screw that. Life's too short. Why not just be freaking happy? You can't vibe on a high vibrational frequency when you're getting pissed off. It's just impossible. It's physically impossible. It's energetically and vibrationally impossible. So the more you keep your vibe even keel and just let things bounce off of you, the easier life is going to be. Granted, we are human. Thank God we're human, right? We get to experience all of this duality, good, bad, right, wrong, or indifferent. It's not about being a master and not feeling and vibing at such a high vibrational frequency that you never encounter anything of a negative nature. It's learning from those dips into negativity. It's learning from shadow. It's learning from darkness. And it's getting those gifts, those learnings, those lessons, and incorporating it into your understanding and into your awareness so that you can become more evolved as a human being and as a soul. Because really, isn't that what we're here for? It's not to point a finger. It's not to suffer. It's not to sacrifice. It's to figure it all out. Wow, what a concept. Now, normally I would do a card draw right now, but I've got a lot of information coming in. So with that being said, I'm just going to let go and release and allow a channeled message from the Angelics. Now, normally I channel Archangel Jophiel, and she's brought in a few friends, apparently. So they're just calling themselves the Angelics, and feeling the shift in the energy right now. And I'm just going to give you their message for the week with those intentions. I release. Dear ones, there is a call to all of us in the universe. There is a call to all of you upon your planet. There is a call to all of us who bask in the glow of light. This is a message to the Lightworkers upon your planet. Now is the time, dear ones, dear souls, you brave beings who have chosen to be here in this exact moment in time and space. It is time, dear ones. It is time to awaken and to own your light fully and completely. It is time to heal the wounding that has existed within you. It is time to rise above your physicality, your limitations. It is time to know your greatness, for your light is most needed. These things that are going on upon your planet are pivotal. They are not only pivotal for your earth, but they are pivotal for your universe. What is done, said, enacted, and activated upon your planet affects us all, affects all of the light. There is a war, there is a battle among you. And we know you can feel it. You can feel it in your energy. You can feel it in your soul. You can feel it in your very existence within each and every cell that creates you. Now is not the time to run in fear. It is to embrace truth. It is to embrace faith. It is to embrace light. As you embrace your light, you are like a beacon to enlighten and to light up the pathways for others to remember who they are. Where there is light, dear one, there can be no darkness. It is time to activate your light, to bring it into the ley lines of your earth, to give healing to Gaia so that she may continue to protect those who walk upon her, those who partner with her. There is much resistance to light upon your planet now. We have not seen this since ancient times. Do not let the darkness overtake you. The next 3 months, these 90 days, are pivotal for your existence, for your mindset, for your very heart. We speak these words to you not to engage fear, but to give you knowledge, to empower you. You know, as the souls that you are eternal, but you have come to this place at this time to release karma, to release old wounding, and to generate a new vibrational frequency for healing. It cannot be done until you accept your truth. Shine bright each and every day. Embrace the soul that you are. Embrace your connection to Creator. Take time to practice these things each and every day, and you will be stronger. And you will heal faster. And you will be complete. Now is the time for light to overcome. The warriors of light are among you. Just as the rest of the light in the universe is cheering you on, supporting you, walking with you. We are your greatest allies, dear ones. Know that you are not alone, and so it is. All right, well, I guess we'll leave on that note, and I'm going to go chug some water. Blessings for a great week, guys. Take care.